So I just wanted to do this quick add-on to the video I just uploaded. As I was uploading it, I got to thinking about this idea of truth. And I had been talking about sharing this mystical experience with this person, and when I got to think about how when we are presented with information that just does not add up with what we believe, we just reject it. But it's not only that, like generally speaking, what is happening is that we send out and we just continue to get evidence of whatever our belief is. So um so like if our belief is that there is indeed linear time, we will continue to get evidence of this belief in linear time, whether it's true or not. We would continue to get this belief in linear time. And what I've noticed about myself, and I was sharing this with this young lady yesterday, was like when I walk through the line at Walgreens and I see these headlines in these magazines about people, and I will read it. I get this like really snap flash and I read it, and I my brain takes it as truth. Like our brains are trained, and they're kind of naive and kind of innocent in a way that they just take whatever is in front of them as truth. And then you have to really think about it. You have to like stop and think, no, is that true? Like what I just read, is that true? So like now it's sort of occurring to me, like when I was explaining in previous videos about reading books, like I had read David Hawkins' book, and this book, and I've actually like torn it apart because I had to read it over and over and over again, segments of it, because it was so different than what I perceive and what I believe. Like it was so and it was so esoteric that I didn't understand what he was saying, and I understand more of what he's saying now. But I also just see how I'm still like having this where my brain is so like innocent in a way, in the sense that it it takes on what people like think of me. Like so like today when I was out and about and I saw this person who, you know, thinks that I'm that I've like really lost it. And you know, and then I have to really actively test that with my own experience. I mean, I've had to really be very strong and test with my own experience. And I actually have given a lot of thought, because I tend to be very analytical by nature, and so I have given a lot of thought to these ideas that that perhaps I'm just wrong. I mean, I could be wrong about everything. Except I can't be wrong about my experience. Like I cannot be wrong about like something that I lived, that I experienced. I can't like and so anyway, I'm gonna go. I just wanted to add that on, that sometimes I think that you have to, well, I have often wondered what I would think if my friend or my family member came to me presenting the way that I have over the last 7 months and sharing these stories, like what I would think, like what would I think. But I think that in some ways I've always been such a out of the box thinker that I would really want to investigate that, and I would really want to learn about that, and I would really want to hear about that, and it would be actually really exciting for me. But that's because I'm that's because I had to, in essence, give up everything that I believed to be true to actually find any semblance of truth. I had to give it up. I had to sort of throw away everything that I had believed and start over. Even to find like the nature of God. I was thinking, I remember a priest once being at mass, and a priest talking about, you know, like looking for God is like a fish looking for water. And it's so weird. Like if there is no separation, if God is indeed if God is every molecule, like every cell, if God is the framework of any creation, then in essence, absolutely everything is like source energy, is an extension of source energy, and it is a learning curve for us to learn how to like live into that and understand that and learn how to work with it. And this going along with us being the creators of our reality, like there have been some times where I've been like exceedingly sad about that. I've been really sad. I'm like, because then you have to take responsibility for everything that happens. You have to, you know, when we create a situation that is negative, like we go into a room and then it turns into a disaster or argument or whatever. It's like we are responsible. And so there have been times where I've been just really bummed about it. I've been really bummed about it because it's like, in essence, if we are the creators of our reality, which I believe to be true, then we have to be really, really disciplined in how we think and how we like feel on the inside. We have to learn to approach every now differently. If we want to create a happy life, it's like we are responsible for our happiness. But in some ways, it's like the only way that it could be, because then if it's not that we're the creators of our reality, then we are in essence just sort of a slave. We're just living out somebody else's creation. It's a lot more beautiful to think that we're here to create. We're here to create. I mean, but like if you think about what we've already created, like the buildings and airplanes and rockets, electricity, like just what we have created. I mean, it's just so amazing. And what we've learned about math, and like sometimes I've wondered, like, have we created math or have we discovered it? Because it seems like we just keep getting, like, in some ways smarter and smarter, and we keep discovering more and more and more and more of these like theorems, or I'm not really sure what they're called, but solving these problems through math. And they just seem to keep getting more and more and more and more complex. And I'll end with this just because I think it's interesting. Like, I remember when I was growing up, $1 million was a lot of money. And now they're talking like billions. They're like billionaires, not millionaires. And a billion is a lot more money than a million. Anyway, I'm rambling. Love you guys. Bye.